Alright, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about PlayStation State of Play. Probably the best State of Play that we've ever gotten. It was about an hour and 10 minutes I'd say, and we got a lot of big reveals, a lot of big gameplay reveals for games that we've already seen. I took note of some of the ones that I was most interested in, so I'm just gonna go through those. Some will be more in depth than others, so yeah. So starting off with some of the biggest ones, John Wick. So we're getting a John Wick game finally. This is gonna be made by Saber in collaboration with Lionsgate along with the franchise director of the John Wick movies. Still in development, you're able to wishlist it, but this is probably 2+ years away at least, I'd say. They dropped a cool cinematic trailer as well as show some gameplay captured on the PS5. The game will have a new original story set in the world of John Wick, so it will be connected to the movies, most likely, taking place before the main movies. Combat will be very similar to how it was in the movies. It'll have kung fu, gun fu. You'll also be able to drive in the game, so that makes me think there'll be some sort of open world aspect. Really interested to see this. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a John Wick game already, but it's good to see they're finally making one, and it seems like Keanu Reeves will be reprising his role in this game. The character model looks just like him. We hear him say one word, just yeah, and it sounds just like Keanu Reeves. He's not any stranger to video game performances. He played Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077, so I guess it makes complete sense that he'd reprise this role here. Also, I think it makes the most sense that Keanu of all people does it. So yeah, no official date. Like I said, will most likely not come out for at least 2+ years, so we probably won't see anything for a while regarding this game, but I will stay tuned. So should you guys. Next up, we have a God of War trilogy remake. The first 3 God of War games are being remade from the ground up. Not only that, but we also got the reveal and release of God of War Sons of Sparta, the 2D God of War game that's been heavily leaked and rumored over the past, I'd say, year. There have been many opportunities that Sony could have dropped this and showed this off, but I guess they wanted to wait until now. We all thought maybe they would have showed it at the Game Awards, but I guess they wanted to wait until now. And honestly, the way they did it, I think makes sense, because if you dropped a 2D God of War game just by itself, a lot of people probably would have gotten mad because that's not really everybody's cup of tea. And many people probably thought maybe that would be the next mainline God of War game with Kratos. While this is with Kratos, it's also with his brother Deimos, and it's 2D, and it's taking place when Kratos is a youngin'. I think he's like a teenager or something. But it's a smart move using the God of War trilogy remake to kind of cushion, I guess if you want to call it, the blow of it being a 2D game. Even though I do think a lot of people will buy and enjoy this game. It's $30. I'm looking at it right here actually. They shadow dropped it. They pulled a little funny thing where they said it's coming in 2026, and then they said nope, it's out right now. They also brought back TC Carson to voice Kratos in this 2D God of War game, Sons of Sparta, and I would assume since they're doing a whole remake of the original 3 games that he'll have to come back and re-record some lines, so it's good to see him back. He seems like a cool dude. Control Resonant made an appearance here. We had a 3-minute gameplay video, and man, does this game look so good. The game, graphics and everything look really good. The gameplay looks so good. It's so different compared to the first Control game. It's melee focused compared to ranged combat like with Jesse. It takes place in New York once again. The first game you were in New York, except you were in the FBC building, not out in the city. Here you're going to be actually out in the city, and the city's going to be changing and shifting around. You're also able to unlock an ability where you're kind of able to work with the shifting of the world around you. So you can essentially shift the gravity or adjust gravity, if that makes sense. I guess the most simplest explanation is you can just walk upright on surfaces that are parallel to you. You got a wall in front of you, you can just start walking on the wall upright. You'll see in the gameplay video. You know how it is. You know how Remedy is. They are trippy, and they are just masters of trippy. The game still doesn't have an official release date. We know it's coming this year. I would assume it's going to be probably in August, like the first game. That's kind of what it's looking like, especially now. It's looking like this year is going to be packed with a lot of games going into later with the year. Of course, GTA 6 is going to be November. Everybody's going to avoid November and October. So you got September, August, So I assume that's when they're going to release the game. And before then, of course, we'll get more trailers, get more gameplay of the game. It's a day went by for me. So yeah, RE9 got another trailer at the State of Play. Of course, this was expected, at least for me. Another story trailer showing some gameplay. Also, we got to see Grace, I think, really coming to terms with everything she's going through. Seems like she's kind of getting tougher kind of like that theory of her maybe by the time the game ends, she's a lot tougher, maybe even compared to Leon, because he is infected. They did pretty much confirm that in this trailer. We also see him returning to Raccoon City. Finally, we see him walking to the police station, fighting some zombies in the city. I also believe we saw Sherry Birkins, I think that's her name. She's another main character in RE. In this trailer, I think we also got to see more locations compared to the other trailers we've gotten. I feel like every other trailer and gameplay segment we've seen, most of it was all in the same kind of area, all in the same like time of the game, but we got to see more locations finally, and that's good to see. I think this game is going to be huge. Actually, I think there was like a rumor that the game is going to be like 18 hours, and typically these Resident Evil games are like 10 to 12 hours, so they're saying like 9 hours is Grace, 9 hours is Leon. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're playing as two characters, a dual protagonist, so double the length of the game makes complete sense, and I will not complain. I am hyped for this game. Okay, we are just 2 weeks away and I cannot wait. 007 also got another trailer here, more of like a story trailer showcasing some gameplay as well. Game comes out May 27th. I think before then we'll definitely get another gameplay like video, just maybe kind of proving to us that this game's performance is in check. That is why they delayed the game, because of the performance, and they also made it a point to show us the performance, the state of the performance in that one gameplay video they showed, just add some transparency, which is always appreciated. Another day one buy for me, another game that I'm so excited. It seems like a really big, ambitious game, but I know they can pull it off. It's the guys behind Hitman. It looks like a combination of Uncharted mixed with the Hitman games, with the DNA also of like James Bond. Kena, Scars of Cosmora, the sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits, which came out in 2021, I believe. I was actually really surprised to see this. I didn't play Kena Bridge of Spirits, though it did look very interesting and cool to me, but this game also looked like a lot cooler too. Like, I'm almost tempted to actually buy this game when it comes out because it looks so cool. The art style, the combat, all of it looks really good. I believe Kena Bridge of Spirits was one of like the first PlayStation 5 exclusive games. I might be wrong, actually. It might have came out on the PS4. Let me check. Okay, no, it came out on the PS4 and PS5, and originally for a while it was a PlayStation exclusive, but now it's on, I think, PC and Xbox. I believe it'll be relatively similar for this new game. It'll be out on PS5 only and PC as well. Most likely later on and down the line it'll be on Xbox. But yeah, it looks cool. I'm glad they're making another one. I heard it was really well received. I think the studio is Ember Lab, and even if I didn't play the first game, even if I don't play the second game, I'm glad to see, like, I guess smaller games and smaller like PlayStation studios still doing well and putting out games that they want to put out. It's just nice to see, Pragmata got another trailer. They also released the demo for PS5. They released a demo for PC a month or two ago. Finally now it's out on PS5, and the game of course just looks cool, I think. Though to be honest, I don't know if it's a day one buy for me. I'm gonna play the demo and see, and I'll make up my mind. This game was revealed back in like 2020 or 2021, got delayed a few times, was once then delayed indefinitely, and now we have a release date of, what is it, April 24th. So yeah, I downloaded the demo. I'm gonna try it out and make up my mind. Let me know how y'all feel about this game though. Ghost of Yotei Legends was also revealed here. It's the multiplayer component for Ghost of Yotei. They had this for Tsushima. They did tell us when the game was coming out that it was gonna come out early 2026, so it's coming out March 10th. Looks really cool. I'm gonna try it. For some reason I never played Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Well, it's probably because I didn't buy Ghost of Tsushima day one and I didn't play it for a while. So yeah, I have Yotei. I bought that day one, so I'm gonna try Yotei Legends day one and see how I feel about it. It's probably gonna be cool. I mean, it's just like a multiplayer component. You kind of go in and have fun. I don't think it's anything too serious. Saros also got another video showcasing some of the gameplay. This is kind of the sequel to Returnal that came out back in 2021, kind of like the first PlayStation 5 exclusive. I've never really been too interested in this game, but I'm not gonna lie, this video kind of made me more interested in it. I think this game is supposed to be a little easier compared to the first game because you can kind of have like checkpoints where you respawn. But yeah, maybe I'll check it out. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it for like the major big ones and the ones that I'm most interested in. Let me know how y'all feel about this state of play. I feel like this is the best one we've gotten. I know there are people out there who are gonna be mad and say this one was absolute garbage, and I feel like something was there for everybody, But as always, let me know how you feel in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, like it up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.